So I want to discuss a scenario where trying to build reactive strength in the anterior shoulder joint capsule.
Okay.
Okay.
hmm
This was a very dysfunctional shoulder joint. So fundamental range of motion is now actually there. Before it just wouldn't decouple, meaning like the ball wouldn't decouple from the actual socket.
Okay.
Okay. So when I would take it
So
into
can
int,
I interrupt you for 1 second? Oh,
of
you were going to
course,
talk about it. I was going to say,
yeah,
give us the signs of decoupling that you noticed.
yeah, so when I went to passively on the table test, passively take the shoulder into internal rotation, instead of internal rotation of the shoulder, it was elevation of the shoulder blade, like instantaneously.
Okay.
And then no tissue or tightness finding within the actual capsule. So
Okay.
everything was just like shoulder, and then technically it was closing angle block on the anterior side.
Okay. Perfect.
Okay. So essentially, this is maybe the fourth treatment. Um, and I'll post the video. We're having an issue getting this video. That's why we can't show you the video. But we're in the stage now where it's like it's conjugate in the clinic. So we're trying to acquire more joint function while simultaneously building reactive strength.
Okay.
Right. And I would say this as a teaser, it's probably another video in and of itself, but like clinically in high performance, like you should be really cultivating those two in conjugation consistently.
I was just going to say, those are probably two that kind of are always linked.
Correct. And once you have the definite like the inside out definition of special strength, you start to see like, oh, like all the bottom up stuff is really done clinically, should be. And that's what enables you to then really get dynamic in the weight room.
Yeah.
Right? And the programmer can be like unleashed in the weight room to do what they want to do in the weight room. Why? Because there's always like within a clinical space or treatment, whatever you want to call it, like that bottom up stuff is just always being cultivated either in joint function, reactive strength, or most of the time you're trying to combine the two, which is which is what I was doing. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So so now I'm in this weird space where like we had to acquire that in internal rotation, posterior glide, all this stuff. Long story short, this thing is now an external, like we can externally rotate this thing all the way to like maybe like 70 degrees.
Okay.
So I'm starting to get greedy and I'm like, listen, I'm going to try to pick up some space, some joint function,
hmm
but I also want to build reactive strength as I go.
Okay. So
Okay.
give us your give us your sort of decision-making thought process of why you want to do that.
Just because I want to see if I can conjugate the two and what happens if I do.
Okay, so a completely just selfish decision.
Not selfish, but I want to like this guy's trained at Westside Barbell for like years. So he's got like a high training base. So I'm always experimenting like
Okay.
with these higher neural nets to kind of see like, hey, like what happens? Like, are we able to kind of get like both at the same time? And like, what does that look like?
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
because let me get more into that now that you asked that,
hmm
because I know that a limitation to joint function is the nervous system.
Okay.
And I know with the internal isometric continuum, if I start to coach like PIMAs to a certain effort level, I'm going to start to get that neural network to not shield that joint space.
Great.
But then I know in between that I can go at a lower effort level where he's holding into that tissue and I'm building up the bottom up stuff. So it's like simultaneously I'm so if you have the top down and the bottom up, I'm just doing both of them at the same time. And the result is you get more joint function with more reactive strength, which
Got it.
is exactly what happened.
Okay.
Okay. So I have him locked into external rotation.
Okay, so he's
Okay.
supine.
He's supine face up. I'll post the video. Like I said, we had the video, but we're having issues with it. So anyway, so he's supine in this position, right? So like he's doing isometrics like this, right?
Okay.
Okay, so like he is doing stuff for regressive tissue on the backside, but forget about that for now. We're gonna talk about through this one thing where it's like this is a press, and then after he gets done pressing, it's like hold into that tissue. So
Got it.
then he's going to stop pressing and then he's just going to hold. And I'm going to go, don't let me move you back. And I'm rotating this. And then I'm like, you feel that stuff that you're holding into? Yes. Press in at like an 8 or a 9. And so then he's pressing and he's like, ooh, and you can feel him loading that tissue. So his neural network is going, wait, I can feel this space. I can feel this tissue. I'm pressing with it. Okay,
Hmm.
now hold and let the effort level decrease. And then, but that's still a holding. That's still a HEMA. Because I'm
Hmm.
saying, hey, hold at like a 1 or a 2. Nothing
Hmm.
crazy, but the neural net is still. And then it's like, hey, you feel what you're holding with? Press with it. Right. And
Hmm.
we did like 5 iterations of this that then ended with a hold, which was like a dynamic eccentric, where it's like he's isometrically contracting here, but I'm eccentrically rotating that. And you can feel that bone turn over. And it's like, oh, bam.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
You see what I'm saying?
So
So
so you've locked a position